Yep.
My name is Sandra Hazelgrave. I'm the owner-operator of the Red Hook.
Are these for here to go? Okay.
This is our second location in Detroit. We looked in several neighborhoods. At the time we were looking in 2013, the DEGC was very excited to have us potentially pop up in the location behind me, and it turned into a permanent location.
Hi, my name is Hubert Yarrow, and I'm the owner of Craftwork Detroit in West Village. Craftwork has been open, we're in our 5th year now. I loved the neighborhood, I wanted to live in the neighborhood, and this strong community that's been here a long time, diverse community, and people get along, respect each other's differences, and that really appealed to me.
I'm Lisa Ludwinski. I live in the West Village and I'm the owner of Sister Pie. I started Sister Pie out of my parents' kitchen in 2012. We started to sell at different places around the city of Detroit, and one of them was right across the street from here. It was called Parker Street Market. I was coming back and forth from Midtown to the West Village so often that I just fell in love with the neighborhood, both as a place that I wanted to live and a place that I wanted to work. So when the location became available, I started renting it, and the rest is history.
I was born in Baghdad, Iraq. My family moved here when I was 8 years old, and I went to school at Wayne State. I left for a while and then moved back here. I mean, beyond the opportunity, the spirit of the city, the history, and the people is definitely what drew me back. And then on top of that, yes, it was a lot more affordable to do things.
And we can steam it with almond milk, soy milk, regular milk.
I am a Detroiter. I graduated from the Center for Creative Studies. I moved away and I moved home to raise my family in Detroit. We settled in New Center and we love raising our child in this very diverse community.
I signed the lease in 2012. It was really difficult to find any kind of funding or loans. Banks were like, they were too nervous because of the area. They were like, you're in the middle of a neighborhood, how are you, this isn't gonna work, this isn't Midtown or Corktown or downtown. And then the Detroit Development Fund was able to secure us a nice loan.
So the Detroit Development Fund will work with you to give you a type of loan that you need and the loan terms that work with your lease, and they really make it possible to open your first business.
Right around the time that we started renting this location, I applied for the Hatch Detroit contest, which is sponsored by Comerica Bank and awards $50,000 to a new business in the city. And we made it to the top 10 and then the top 4, and we won. And that was extremely helpful in us getting started and kind of allowed me to take the plunge from going from a really small, kind of like 2-woman operation to the business that we are today.
Hi, I'm Sandy. Nice to meet you, Francis. Good.
In the last few years, the number of residents has increased, and also the number of people visiting the West Village has increased. There are more shops here for them to visit. There are more restaurants for them to visit. So to be a part of its revitalization has been really fun to watch it, grow steadily over 3 years.
We signed our lease in 2012. At that point, there were no businesses open yet. Vegan Soul had signed the lease. We had signed the lease here, and we worked on it for a solid year. Now fast forward almost 5 years, and the rents are going up. I feel like when rents go up too quickly, you're going to alienate a lot of people who are moving down here to open up their dream businesses. Part of the reason that I moved here was because of the affordability.
We've heard that across the street there is a new development going in, a big apartment building with lots of retail space underneath. I think it's always going to feel kind of complicated, and that's sort of how I think I feel about it. I think I'm on one side, I'm looking forward to seeing how this can bring more business and more just walking retail opportunities to the neighborhood. I want to make sure that there's lots of opportunities for a variety of people to live there, because I think what makes the West Village one of my favorite neighborhoods in Detroit is that it does have such a kind of diverse group of people, both in income and background, and whether they've lived here in Detroit for 50 years or 2 years. And I think it's these people that are kind of in this neighborhood together that, they really make it great.
You asked me why I moved to this area. The people, you could say the spirit, right? You could say the vibe. What is that except for the people that live here? That's who creates the spirit and the vibe. So if that changes and it's just people that can afford luxury condominiums, I've got news for you. Those aren't necessarily the people that bring that sort of spirit. And like I said, it's a balance. You need some of that, but you definitely need a lot of the other thing too. Otherwise, you're just like, to me, it's all about diversity, inclusion, and just a unique vibe that you get when you have those two elements working together.
Overall, owning a business is rewarding for lots of reasons. Mostly the reward is just being a part of a community and contributing to that community and that community's health. It's not as financially rewarding as other lines of work, but very rewarding emotionally and personally for me.